My name's Terry Martin. Born and raised in Sandusky, Ohio. Uh, right out of high school, I pretty much started doing drugs and kind of stopped there for a few years after getting married. And then some personal things happened, and I ended up getting on some really bad drugs. Heroin being the latest one. Back in 2013 is when I started doing that, 2012. And ended up leaving me homeless, lost my kids. Um, it was rough. I was homeless for 2 years and nothing mattered besides, trying to chase that high, not being sick. It's not a place to live. I know that. And I was broken, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I'm surprised I'm even here today. There's been a few times that I didn't think I was going to wake up. I didn't want to wake up at most points. Back in 2016 of October, I decided to go to rehab for the third time. The first two times didn't work, which I know a lot of people that go to rehabs and over and over and over. I tried doing this, going through the system, using the governmental drugs and all that stuff. Just wasn't for me. I tried the meetings and the rooms, and that just wasn't for me personally. I needed to find something that was going to work for me. And the last rehab I went to had a gym in it. And I'd never stepped foot in a gym in my life, till that day. Something clicked in my brain where I liked it. I liked it a lot. And so I wanted to do it differently. I went cold turkey in that rehab. I was 14, 15 days of the worst sickness I've ever felt imaginable. And the day I got out, I went straight to my local gym and I got a membership. And going in there, weighing 115 pounds, malnutrition, I mean, I looked like a skinny little street rat. And seeing all these guys in there, buff and big and all that, I felt like I was in the wrong place. But you know what? I thought I stuck it out for about a month because I knew it was for me. I wasn't trying to impress anyone else. And after a couple months, I started seeing, the results in the mirror. And then it made me push even harder and harder. It got to the point to where that was my absolute thing to use as a stress reliever, an anger reliever, anything that I can imagine. That was my go-to. I used it as an outlet, and it's worked for me. I'm clean now over 4 years. The gym, me posting pictures on social media for over 2 years got me noticed by the CEO of bodybuilding.com, which led into a sponsorship and an ambassadorship and affiliateship. And I did that for a little over a year, and it was awesome, man. It was the highs in my head just from being someone I should have been a long time ago, and well, COVID hit, took that away. I got sick, and I got to a point where I'm real low again. And not once have I thought about going back out. Not once. The reason that being because I'm above that now. I look back and think there's no way that I can live that life again ever. Because no matter how low I go, I can never go that low. I'm now affiliated with Gym Supplement Science, which is another supplement brand. Like, this is way beyond a thing. I've got more now than I've ever had in my entire life, ever. And I feel better than I ever felt in my entire life, being that I know that I can support my family without having to worry about going out and getting high and ruining everything. So, I just want other people to know one thing. You can recover. We do recover. I tell people all the time, train the brain, the body will follow. I battle my addiction one rep at a time, and The biggest three things that you need to do after getting clean is change three big things: people, places, and the things you do. Change the people you're around. They're not your friends. You know that. You got to change the place you go. You can't hang out in the same places. Hang out at a barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. Change the place you go. I go to like the gym. That's my place. That's my happy place. You know, and if you change your friends, like right now, I have more friends now than I've ever had in my life. My circle's still small, but my circle is tight. There's no leaks. You know, you got to build a strong foundation to actually build a house, so to speak. You can't go and build a house in a swamp and expect it to stand. It's not going to, you know. I just want people to know that it's not easy. It's going to be hard, but one day at a time, you'll get stronger and stronger and stronger to the point to where you know that life will never affect you again. And that's where I'm at. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, it's simple as that. If you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. You wake up every day sick. What's the first thing you do? You do anything you can possibly to not be sick. If you could put half of that mentality into staying clean, there's no reason why you can't. So if you need help or you know someone that needs help, reach out. Just reach out, because the help's there. You just got to reach out. You may be thinking, no, you know, nobody cares. You know, you don't have no one. But in reality, you're not just hurting yourself. You're hurting everybody around you. You're hurting your family. And no matter how many times you've wronged one of your family members or something, that's all going to come full circle back once you're clean. Because right now, you're really just destroying everything you touch. You're destroying everything. Once you turn that around, things come back, and they come back tenfold. I have three boys with a previous marriage. Right now I have a stepdaughter and a stepson that lives with me, and me and my current girlfriend have a 2-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son, which is kind of ironic. My first year anniversary for being clean, I got a little baby boy. And then the following year, in the same exact time, I got a little baby girl. And yeah, they're my life right now. You know, they're absolutely my life. Well, you know, financially, I would just like to be able to live comfortably, you know, not have to struggle. COVID took a lot away from me. You know, I lost my personal, you know, job that I had. That I owned a painting company, which I did great for 2 years. And it also took away my sponsorship with bodybuilding.com. You know, that made me struggle a lot. I had to take a factory job, which I'm struggling with that. You know, I'm the only income, and it's hard, you know. Other than wanting to live comfortably, I want to be the face of help. I want people to see me and know they can do it. From where I was at to where I'm now, if I can help just one person, and that person helps one person, and then it's a chain reaction, you know, it just keeps going. I would like to one day be able to work in maybe a rehab or something like that, you know, and help people. My current girlfriend, if it wasn't for her, I definitely probably would not either. I'd be dead or in prison. I met her this spring. It'll be 5 years. I met her. She had just got clean herself, and we met, and I was still doing my thing. And she literally gave me a choice, said, hey, you know, this is it. She was pregnant, and which we lost that baby. We lost 2 actually before my first son was born. But yeah, it was her early. I mean that's her showing me that unconditional love, knowing that I could do it, you know, giving me the power to do it, you know, holding my hand, so to say. And that's what we need. We need to reach out. We need someone to help us. You know, because when we're in a full-blown addiction state of mind, nothing matters but that addiction. I mean, it doesn't matter. You'll steal from your own kids. You'll steal from your own parents just to get that fix. So as an active addict, our brains are wired completely different than they are when we are clean and sober. When you are off all mind-altering drugs for a extended period of time, our brains change. They go back. They go back to the person you were when you were, growing up as a child, and they reset themselves. So you know what I mean? It's hard to explain to someone that's not an addict, but an addict and a recovering addict will literally know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Our brain chemistry is completely off. It stays that way for up to a year afterwards. And once it starts literally rewiring yourself to doing things that you should be doing, it comes back. And it comes back stronger. It did for me. I'm stronger now than I've ever been. Spiritually, mentally, physically. Like I'm in the best shape of my life in my entire life. I'm 45 years, or going on 45 years old. So yeah. My message is the same as it always will be, and no matter where I go, I'm evidence. I hashtag that a lot. Hashtag I am evidence. We do recover. We do, and it's definitely possible.